Ferds cannot be tamed by anyone. Siguro aside from Coach Pau, coach ng RRQ Kaito, that was an amazing performance once again from the undefeated team. Welcome to the Analyst Stand. Ako nga pala si Ingan. And let's break down kung paano nga ba nanalo ang RRQ Kaito. Pero first of all, syempre, kailangan muna natin i-commend ang MVP. And I think alam nyo na rin naman kung sino ang magiging MVP. Game 1 goes to Ferds with never siyang namatay with that Arlot. Emblem set usual naman para sa isang Arlot. And aside from that, look at the item build. I'm not sure if ano to, pero KDA-wise, napaka-ganda ng performance dito ni Ferds. Aside from the crucial final slash, siya kasi yung naging main turning point ng RRQ Kaito. Sinabi kanina ni Butters na Blacklist actually had the advantage when it comes to the early game na na-execute nila yun properly. Unang-una pa lang na first blood na kaagad si Kuroro onto to Denjiro. And that was crucial since jungler yung napatay nila at the same time there was a first turtle up for grabs. But incoming ng second turtle, alam nila Ferds kung paano gagalaw ang isang gold laner na magi-clear muna sa middle lane habang nandyan na nga yung second turtle. So ang ginawa niya, final slash, nasungkit. Nung akala natin makakawala ng eto si Lods, flicker in, Ferds, amazing play. And from there, nakuha pa nga ni CY yung turtle away from Blacklist. So doon na actually nag-start yung snowball plays na pinakita ng RRQ Kaito all throughout. A lot of final slash moments, especially yung flicker in sa middle lane nung nakuha nila yung tatlong main heroes na kailangan nila makuha, which was sila Lods, sila Sika, and I believe si Reggie din ay nasama doon. So it was really a phenomenal performance from the wildest one this MDL Season 3. Pero pag-uusapan muna natin yung game plan, gets naman natin yung game plan ng Blacklist. Nung nanalo sila sa una nilang serye kontra Menana, it was a fast game. Why? Because they dominated early game. And yun yung gustong-gusto talaga nila gawin all throughout. Mag-dominate muna tayo ng early game. That's why they got the Baksha, fast rotation ng jungler, as well as the Rafaela coming in from Reggie. Kahit wala sila masyadong setup, it was enough. Dahil yung added boost sa speed and at the same time, yung sustain coming in from the heals, okay na eh. Plus si Percent, phenomenal performer naman with the Ruby. But the problem was, nasira talaga yung galaw and strategiya ng Blacklist ever since Ferds came into the picture. Ang lala ng kanyang mga plays. And apart from that, of course, we have to commend din naman si Mingwin na na-mention din ni Athena with this Novaria. Ang dali sumungkit, madali din naman mag-Minoan Fury dahil sa napapalaki ng hitbox ng isang Novaria tuwing kinakasanga niya yung Astral Echo niya, yung kumot na tinatawag natin when it comes to the Novaria. And looking at the objective takedowns, it was a clear domination side from RRQ Kaito. Relatively fast game. Actually, ito nga yung mga gustong game sana ng Blacklist eh. Mabilis. Pero dapat pabor sa kanila. Unfortunately, they weren't able to execute it. And a lot of credit din naman kay Denjiro. May moment doon sa last clash sana na medyo nag-overextend si Ferds. Nandun yung intention para kunin si Reggie. Pero with that last insanity coming in from Denjiro na naka-impure rage, so talagang masakit. It was enough to send Blacklist out at para maka-regroup yung RRQ Kaito for another initiation na naset coming in from Ferds. Ang dami rin namang moments na pwede na sana makabawi yung Blacklist, pero the problem is kasi na-shutdown nila sa gold lane etong si Lods. Maganda yung rotation na pinapakita ng Blacklist naman. Nagtitrade sila. If ever nagro-rotate sa middle lane o sa top lane yung RRQ, they tried going for the bottom lane at nakakuha sila. But the problem was, ang bilis nga din naman gumalaw ng RRQ. They were making sure na secured lahat, bawat lane. And of course, going back sa basics, kinukuha nila bawat objective na makita nila. And at the same time, they always translate it right away to either a tower push, a solo kill, or sila mismo ang mag-i-initiate ng clash. Expect naman natin na ganito kaganda yung performance ng RRQ Kaito. Pero up against a very good team like Blacklist Rough Era, talagang mas nakakamangha. Talaga namang wild na wild talaga ang pinakita doon ng RRQ Kaito. Again, game MVP was Ferds Arlot. First pick nila ito and this was a first pick for a reason. Kaya naman, Butters tsaka Athena, ano masasabi niyo sa might be the wildest performance? Welcome to the jungle. At syempre sa jungle, mundo ng RRQ ito. Kingdom nila to dahil syempre sila ang the wildest team for MDL Season 3. 3-0 na po ang kanilang standing. Still undefeated series-wise. And of course, syempre, kaya naman ganyan ang kanilang performance because of this player na clearly game number 2 MVP. Makikita natin mamaya kung sino yun. Ay, ito na pala! None other than, of course, again, the wild one. Born to be wild. We could safely say king of the jungle kahit hindi jungler. None other than Ferds. Ferds was actually the really crucial kung bakit nanalo dito ang RRQ Kaito. Mainly because they dictated the reaction of Blacklist. Paano ko nasabi yun? Mapapansin natin early game, Blacklist clearly had the advantage when it comes to the rotation, especially since they have the Matilda. At kayang-kaya nilang makipagpalagan. Oo, nakaback siya nga dito si Denjiro, meaning mas mabilis nga siya makaka-clear ng mga minions as well as ng mga jungle creeps compared mo sa Fredrin. But the problem was, the threat of Ferds with this Pakito was just eminent na napapareact sila. Case in point, una, percent na solo kill niya doon sa bottom lane for the first blood. Nakakuha naman ng turtle ang Blacklist doon with of course yung initiation na ginawa ni percent with the Raging Sandstorm. But the problem was, mabilis nga talaga mag-rotate ang RRQ Kaito kahit wala silang Matilda. Mapapansin natin, nung time na nagpo-push yung Blacklist sa bottom lane at si Ferds lamang ang dumidepensa, left heavy punch, tas jab lang, flicker out, nakatakas. Hindi na burst down ng Blacklist yung Torre doon sa baba. But for RRQ Kaito naman, second turret mismo ng top lane ay na-burst down nila. So that threat and that execution of Ferds was really crucial. At napapareact nga talaga ang Blacklist. And it's really tempting na mapareact ka, especially if you have the Matilda, because syempre, meron ka namang guiding wind, ang bilis mo nga talaga mag-rotate. And crucial yung time na pag-rotate ng Blacklist, they were after Lords. 4 na miyembro ng Blacklist were after Lords. Hindi nila napatay, oo, but the problem was si Lords din naman, hindi rin siya nakaka-position enough to deal the damage. Ang daming moments na sinasabi natin, hindi namamatay si Lords, sabi nga nila Athena at Butters, pero nabibigay ba niya yung damage na kinakailangan to burst down RRQ Kaito? Even si Sai nga napipin down nila. But the problem was Ferds again, always active throughout the map, nakakakuha siya ng mga solo kills, and at the same time, nabibigyan niya ng advantage yung RRQ Kaito when it comes to neutral objectives dahil napapaisip yung Blacklist. Nasaan ba nagtatago si Ferds? Sino ba yung uunahan namin? And looking at the item build, dito mo nakikita yung advantage of having the Matilda for Blacklist. Clearly si percent nag-full damage build. Even down to the emblems na custom assassin emblem ata siya. Concussive blast lang for onting sustain and onting AoE damage. But the problem was, iniiwasan lang ng RRQ Kaito si percent eh. Natuto na sila kaagad. First 2 initiations na pinresent ng Blacklist, Raging Sandstorm, napuruan sila doon. Sabi nila, sige, iiwasan na lang namin. First tsaka percent will look always for kills, will look always for initiations. But the problem was, si Ferds mismo yung nakakagawa. RRQ Kaito napapareact kay percent. Pero they always make it in a way na may gagawin sila. Hindi lang sila iiwas. But they'll also translate it to objective takedowns. At kitang-kita naman din natin na kaya sana gumana yung plano ng Blacklist. In terms of Lord dances, palag na palag sana eh, especially with the Matilda and even yung Novaria na very crucial when it comes to looking for vision at